Okay, I want to quickly walk you through some other things here so we can squeeze this into a second video, keep it under 10 minutes. Okay, so the practice mode, basically down on the bottom, there's some choices here. You can choose to do low, medium, or high difficulty. Progressive, meaning it starts out easier, gets tougher as you go, and pre-certify, which is going to be similar to homework type practice in terms of the difficulty and the order. So you can use that option if you ever need to. Up at the top menu, you basically have some different choices. Calculator, that's an option that you have if you want to use the Windows calculator. You can do that. Something like this should pop up. Help topics, product tour is kind of nice. How to use this lesson. So there's some more explanation there if you need it. Okay, anything else? Keypad, I can't remember if I just talked about that or not, but just briefly, you've got some different buttons that you may need. The most common ones are fraction, exponent, square root. But this basically toggles the keypad if you ever need it to put it into a particular answer. Alright, so let's back out of this. We'll end the practice and go into the certify, which is basically doing your homework. Now, to do your homework, you're going to want to click on certify, and keep in mind that as you walk through the problems, as you go through, it's going to tell you what problem you're on. 1 of 10 is saying part 1 of 2, so this is a 2-part question. I just started, so there's no strikes against me. There's a maximum of 4 strikes. So as you go through, if you actually get more strikes than 4 on this assignment, what's going to happen is it's going to kick you out and say start again. And so it's kind of, it can be a little bit frustrating in that sense, because if you keep doing it, it could kind of like wear on you that when am I going to be able to complete this assignment. But don't do it more than a couple times, without going back and trying to study a little bit more, see what type of concept you're not getting. If you're close to campus, you can also try to catch me during office hours, or get some kind of tutoring from somebody that knows math pretty well near you. But again, just to kind of go quickly through, you can see how you're doing on the problems as you go through. Let's answer a couple of these questions. First term is negative z. That's a variable term. The variable is z. The coefficient is a -1. Okay. I'm going to submit. The second term is 2a. That's a variable term as well. Variable of a. Coefficient 2. Submit. Correct answer. Go on to the next one. So this will keep going like this. Notice it says I'm on problem 2 of 10, part 1 of 2. Well, let's say I need to take a little break. I go File, End Certify. Are you sure you want to exit certify mode? I say yes. Do you want to pause this certification session and resume later? Yes. Because I have an internet connection, it's going to successfully upload my certification information. And what that means is when I come back later on and I go back into that same section, it's paused the amount of strikes, the problem number that I was on, all of that. It may not be the same question that I left off on, but when I click certify, it's going to prompt me pretty quickly here. You have paused the previous certification session. Do you want to resume it now? Yes. Okay, and then it gets back to problem 2 of 10, part 1 of 2, 0 strikes, max 4. Okay, so I'm going to end certify because I want to show you one more thing. Do I want to pause it? Sure, I'll pause it again. Okay, let's quit out of this assignment. And if I go down to progress report, the progress report is going to pop up a web page that's going to show you when what assignments are due, when they're due. It gives you actually a bunch of different information. I'm just going to try to be brief to be able to fit this onto this video, keep the file size down a bit, but I think once you see what I'm doing, you can get kind of a sense of what it's about. The due date column basically tells you what's assigned, what's not. Okay, if there's a date there, okay, that's what's assigned. The status, once you complete an assignment, you're going to see this due part with the date disappear, and it's going to say, I think, the letter T, and then will tell you when you completed the assignment. So you can see right off here the earliest assignments in this case are these first 4 sections due by the 16th, which is a Friday this semester. So you're going to want to get on that. If technical issues keep you, initially from this course startup, keep you from getting the assignment done, just let me know. But the key is to keep in touch with me as much as possible. Alright, there's other options up top here. You can kind of check out submit certificates, course materials, messages, my profile, and a discussion board. I haven't put much time into these other areas yet. We do have our main website. You have my email address, but you're welcome to use any of these features, and I'll be checking them from time to time. Submit certificates. If you save a homework, you're offline, and you want to upload it later, this is an option that you can use. Alright, I'm going to stop this video right now, but let me know if you have any more questions.